Hey guys, welcome to the Virtual Gaming Junction. This is Camilio. We're continuing our game of Star Trek Final Unity. End stream. Okay, so we're going somewhere right now, right? Good evening, Odif. 35.4, 33. Okay. Look at the astrocation. Well, let's look at the last conversation. Oh, okay. Train station in Marossia. Exobiologists haven't heard from her quite in a while. I'm worried. Her name is Dr. V. Yun Forch. Marossia is applying for the Federation membership. You could review the state of affairs there while you're looking. Strict matriarchal society. Males are usually treated as servants, at best. At best.
Entering non-aligned space.
Cool.
Captain's Log Supplemental. The Enterprise has arrived at Marossia to investigate the disappearance of Dr. V. Hunforsh, an exobiologist stationed here for the past 2 years. The 3 species native to this world have enjoyed a millennium of peaceful cooperation, and this visit will give us the opportunity to review Marossia's petition for membership in the Federation. It's time we introduced ourselves. Mr. Worf, hail Constable Lixie.
Aye, Captain.
I'm Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the Federation Starship Enterprise.
Should we
We have
asked
come to
Troy
investigate
do
the
this?
disappearance of Dr. Hunforsh.
We should have asked Troy to do this. They're gonna laugh in our face.
Welcome to Marossia. As I told Admiral Redrick, I really don't think Dr. Hunforsh is in any danger. She's probably on an extended field trip.
Because they said that males are treated as servants at best. So they shouldn't take us seriously.
Good. We'll need your beam-down coordinates.
I shall transmit them. And Captain, in order to protect the animals in the preserve, we permit no weapons of any kind on the surface.
Out-of-way teams carry phasers for self-defense only. They can be locked on a low stun setting. I assure you none of your animals will be harmed.
I'm sorry, Captain. I won't allow it. We cannot predict how even your lowest setting will affect our animals.
I cannot risk the safety of my away team. We will respect your laws. Yes.
We will respect your laws. The away team will not be armed.
For a male, you are unusually cooperative.
Is there any better way to begin a relationship?
Forgive me, Captain. I am not accustomed to seeing a male in command. I will await your investigators.
course, all the
Beam down
women we
coordinates
can bring.
selected.
And I guess the male list of the men. I'm not sure this is what I would take in. I would have taken Picard instead of Worf. Why do we need Worf? What's this? Can't see shit. I'm gonna trust what the game gives me.
Beam down coordinates selected.
And they said no weapons. Oh yeah, why is Worf there? I can't save from here. That sucks.
Visitors for Constable Lixie. Constable Lixie is present.
I'm Lieutenant Commander Data of the Starship Enterprise. I'm investigating the absence of Dr. Hoon Forsh.
Welcome. So you are the artificial human. Interesting. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but there really is no need for alarm. Dr. Hunforsh is probably just on an extended field trip.
Thank you. Who were the last people? The preserve clearly embodies your philosophy of life forms living with life forms to create a single harmonious organism. It is an impressive achievement.
The preserve clearly embodies your philosophy of life.
Very observant, Commander. Your perceptiveness does you credit.
Who were the last people to see the doctor?
Apparently, Consultant Idia was the last to see her. They had dinner or some such. It's all in my report. You should be able to access it through your tricorder.
If the doctor had been injured somewhere in the preserve, would you be able to locate her?
Okay, no voice? Of course, but our surveillance system can detect signs of distress in any of our inhabitants. And we've had no sign of trouble from the doctor.
Your tone suggests that you do not like Dr. Hoon Forsh.
She hasn't made many friends here. She disagrees openly with our philosophy, our methods, and has even accused us of smuggling banned species.
I would like to investigate the preserve grounds where the doctor last worked.
We'd prefer to limit the number of outsiders in the preserve while it is under construction. Investigating the doctor's laboratory should be sufficient.
A thorough investigation of the doctor's disappearance will require me to enter the preserve. Furthermore, the Federation Council has requested a review of Marasia. Unhindered access will allow me to prepare a far more detailed report.
The Federation's requests are not law here. Not yet. But in the interests of cooperation, I'll open up the area surrounding my outpost. Be sure to stay within the visitors' areas. You must understand, my responsibility to the animals comes first.
I have no more questions for you at this time. May I investigate the doctor's quarters?
Of course. Her laboratory quarters are at the end of the path towards the mountain.
Verandas are highly intelligent avian mammals with sophisticated vocal abilities. Intriguing. Intriguing. The carvings are signatures of all past inhabitants of these quarters. The computer is a BAT 4003, an obsolete Milosian model. It has been modified for hand and foot operation. A standard tricorder can establish a data link with this computer port. Constable Lixie is a Marassian of the Euclean species. She oversees the preserve and reports directly to the planetary government. The computer is a BAT 4003, an obsolete Milosian model. It has been modified for hand and foot operation. Intriguing. Verandas are highly intelligent avian mammals with sophisticated vocal abilities. The computer is a BAT 4003.
I acknowledge your curiosity. Please.
The computer... The carvings are signatures of all past inhabitants of these quarters. This basket holds fruit, roots, and larvae for the constable's veranda bird. Morassians typically use the bones of the dead to make useful objects. I do not believe that will work. I see no way of... I see no way... I see no...
Quite an impressive watchdog. Constable Lixie is in charge of the preserve. Excuse me, Constable. Has there been any contact with Dr. Hunforsh yet?
No, I'm...
It's a computer. It's not working.
I acknowledge your
It's not working.
Visitors for Constable Lixie. Constable Lixie is present.
These things talk.
There's
Is this
no-
talk?
The doctor's disappearance may be related to her research. Perhaps we should examine her laboratory.
We should search for Dr. Hunforsh's...
I'd like to see what Dr. Hunforsh...
They all say the same thing.
The doctor's
Typically, preserves are constrained by expanding cities, forcing animals into a reduced habitat. I'm glad the Morassians gave these creatures plenty of room. This tree could house a medical facility. This tree could house... That's a quaint laboratory.
Oh, she's going all the way there. One thing I could have done. Wait, whoa. Are we there? You see it? Nope. Where the fuck were we? Here? Oh yeah. Okay. Let's go back. Nope. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? A constable's office. Come on. Right. No, it's not gonna be. Okay. Is this something? I wanted to do something. I wanted to come back here because I wanted... Shit. I was so focused on getting back here. Fuck, can't remember. Oh well. Something I wanted to try. Whatever. Now we know how to get there. Okay, so they started us on this side, so we're gonna go take this.
A fruit?
Oh yeah, I wanted to talk with... Pick this up. Yeah, let's do this. Troy. Will she say something?
Constable Lixie is in charge of the preserve.
Suspicious, okay.
She seems to be suspicious of us.
That's what I wanted.
Has anyone heard? No, I think it wants to be fed.
Boom. Great. We got nothing out of this. Nothing. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Whoa, 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 what the fuck? Why didn't I say before doing that? No, we're not gonna get the fruit again. I'm actually gonna reload. I didn't do anything anyway. Let's just use Russia. I prefer a voice from Troy. Pick up that. Move along. What the fuck?
The field units need the right coordinates to begin their search. This kiosk might have that information. This antenna must be part of the preserve's monitoring system. The field units need the right coordinates to begin their search. This kiosk has an auxiliary power port. All we need is a standard micro-generator to bring it back online.
This port can accommodate an external power source to run the kiosk.
Which I don't have. No, oh fuck, that is not what I wanted to do. I want people to move away. Yeah, there they go. Ah, that's nothing.
It looks like this computer terminal's power has been cut.
This terminal is offline. The power grid in this area may...
Subject, Dr. V. Duty, enter local species in Federation morphology database. Vice, preserve, caretakers. Custom check, short-term visitors to Marussia must declare position. Missing, backpack gear, 4 field suits, hygiene kit, bioprobe, cryostabilizer kit, field work boots. Wow, we have 6 of these. As visual contact, this is who we should talk to. Okay, let's read this. Mission objective location. Horatian Preserve. Objective locate Dr. V. Whatever. Morassia is a candidate for Federation entry. The preserve is managed by Constable Lixie, who opposes Morassia's Federation membership petition. Dr. Yun Forge is a Federation exobiologist posted to Morasia to catalog new species of the Federation morphology database. She has failed to report on her schedule. On the schedule. Strictly matriarchal males of second class citizen at best. Now it says second class instead of servants. That makes more sense.
I'd like to learn more about the doctor's research. Let's take a look at her lab.
Okay, let's go to the lab.
It is a sonic scope. It uses acoustic resonances to analyze molecular structures. The insectivore is possibly a member of the Talpidae family. It is possible that this animal is an Akana boar from the planet Jervis. The biotable incorporates bioassay hardware to analyze specimens and perform scans. The bioprobe analyzes samples that a field unit collects from specimens. It is used primarily for zoological analysis. I do not believe that. The bioprobe analyzes samples that a field unit collects from specimens. It is used primarily for zoological analysis. I see no way of using. The field unit is configured for a specific terrain and climate. It monitors the conditions of animals who have been injected with identification microchips. This Class C field unit is configured for aquatic travel. This Class A field unit is configured for rocky terrain and torrid climate zones. This Class B field unit is configured for mountainous terrain and tropical climate zones. Dr. Hun Forsch has maintained an excellent laboratory. Dr. Hun Forsch. The computer is a Birkin 400K model from Arguello 9. The system is accessed by voice print or password. I do not believe that will... That is unnecessary. A massive computer fragmentation has erased the doctor's files. The only salvageable message from her daily log is sessions with Tracker Melas canceled. Schedule again after field trip. This port provides tricorder access to Open a channel to Grower Inongo.
Channels to Grower Inongo are closed. Channels open.
I'm Lieutenant Commander Data, Starship Enterprise. I'm investigating the absence of Dr. Hun Forsch.
Greetings. I doubt that she is in any danger. She's probably just taking a vacation after her blow-up with Constable Lixie.
We found your name in the doctor's laboratory. What is your relationship with her?
I teach her territorial recognition. At least I did. We suspended our lessons after the power outages began. I haven't seen her since, but I doubt she's lost. Such an excellent tracker, even if she is a bit weak in the nose.
You mentioned power outages. Can you describe them in greater detail?
A power surge at our quarantine shelter destroyed some of the generators. 2 watchers were seriously injured and several animals escaped. Since then, we've had outages in the biotopes. They're still under investigation.
Without the generator, the individual containment fields in the shelter will not function. You would no longer be able to quarantine any animals for analysis or adaptation.
That's right. Most of our personnel are out searching for escaped animals right now. Dr. Hunforsh might be doing that on her own.
I have some questions regarding several animal carcasses which we found in the doctor's laboratory.
I have some questions regarding several animal carcasses. I keep having the reflex of reading every single thing I see. Well, this is cool because since it's not limited by the live action in the series, they can actually go crazy with creatures and stuff like that.
Of course.
Dr. Hunforsh was examining these carcasses for a reason. I suggest we perform biological and sonic scans on the carcasses ourselves.
I wish you well on your search.
It's a cryogenically preserved specimen. It's a cryogen... It's a cryo... It's a cryo... It's a cryo... It's a cryogen... A bioprobe is... It's not working.
Is that one?
The bioprobe removes samples from field units which collect them from animals.
Oh, okay. I need to use this on another field unit. These are field units.
It's not working.
I need to send them, I guess. Let's use data. I use a tricorder and then it just says what they are. Let's do it again. Maybe it's going to be different.
This class... I do not believe that will... I do not believe that... I see no way of using it.
Let's continue talking with the crew.
Channels to consultant id.
Closed.
Channels to healers.
Open a channel to Tiller Miveyet.
Channels to Tiller.
Okay. That's it.
Open a...
Channels.
Oh, I didn't talk about this, but let's talk about this
I
again.
have some questions.
Of course.
Dr. Hunforsh was examining these
I wish you well.
This blow-up you mentioned, did you mean the constable and the doctor had an argument?
Dr. Hunforsh discovered that several animals from Aramut's second shipment were illegal species which had been mistagged. I think she accused the constable of smuggling, but I'm not sure. Healer Zolas told me the story.
What exactly are the Watcher's responsibilities?
The Watchers feed and care for the preserved species.
Smuggling is a serious offense. It would certainly jeopardize the acceptance of Marassia into the Federation.
That's why she thought Constable Lixie might be involved, to thwart Federation entry.
Thank you for your...
I wish you well.
It's possible the constable felt that telling us about her argument with the doctor would arouse our suspicions. But why would she withhold information about the escapes?
Let's go confront her. Confront her with Troy. Let's see.
Could you tell me why Dr. Hunforsh believed that animals were being smuggled into the preserve?
She found a Romulan creature, which is, of course, banned from import by Federation law. It was tagged as a similar legal species. She has accused me of smuggling it in order to damage our chances for Federation membership.
How do you account for the mistagged animal?
I blame our supplier, Eramet. He's rude, devious, and barely competent. If I'd known Eramet was a Ferengi, I'd never have listened to Idia's recommendation. But the contract is binding, and he does deliver on time.
Constable, I understand the preserve has been experiencing some unusual power outages.
Those were just a few temperamental generators failing. They've been repaired. Is the Federation now concerned with our internal technical difficulties as well?
Why are you so...
Membership in the Federation would compromise Maracia's freedom of action. Some of us would rather not see that happen.
Thank you for your... I believe the constable. She seems genuinely devoted to the preserve, and I don't think she would resort to smuggling, even to thwart Federation membership. Has anyone heard?
No.
Visitors for a constable.
That's not working. I can't use this with that.
It says basket, but when I say this, it says... Okay, no. Let's go here. Canyon. Oh, we've been here. But let's talk to people.
The doctor's disappearance may be related to her research.
Laboratory.
The doctor's...
It says to go to the laboratory. You should go to the laboratory.
This sensor array looks similar to the ones in sickbay. The doctor probably uses... This biotable has a bioassay hardware to examine specimens and read scans. It's not work. The sonic scope uses sound wave impulses to give detailed cellular...
Might pick up his carcass. Aha. Okay.
Seriodiagnostic tests and cell density analysis complete. All readings are normal. Diagnostic tests and cell density analysis complete. Subject's genetic signature differs from its identification tag. Subject is in a Kana board. diagnostic tests and cell density analysis complete. Subject's neural pathways have been drained of electrical energy.
No, not this one, the other one. This one. The Fred Noren Bohr.
It's a cryogenically This boar couldn't digest certain nutrients and therefore starved to death. Some kind of mineral not native to Marassia was lacking in its diet.
Why do you go there?
It's a cryogenically... This boar could...
When I put it there, it says something else.
Seriodiagnostic tests and cell density analysis.
So what the fuck is it?
It's a cryogenically...
Let's try this on this. Subject is marked as a Kuonjo gibbon. Probable cause of death is massive infection by Nacaren parasites. This parasite is not native to the Kuonjo's habitat.
A normally benign Morassian parasite caused the alien Kujan gibbon's immune system to collapse. The Kujan died of a preventable epidermal infection. It's a cryogen...
It's marked as a myocardial mole, probably because of death is neural energy loss.
It's a cryogenic...
This creature suffered an electrical energy drain from its neural pathways. Okay. So we'll put this in there.
This boar couldn't digest certain nutrients and therefore starved to death. It's not working. It's not working. It's not working.
Subject?
It's not working.
Okay. Yeah, I know it's annoying. Let's try to talk to you again. We did all we could, right? It's on the carcass.
I'd like to ask you about some animal carcasses we found in...
Of course.
This creature is tagged as a Fredonerian boar, but tests show that it's an Arcanian boar, which is banned. How did it get? The boar seems to have died of starvation. How could something that preventable happen? Let's start with the less incriminating first.
We did a bioscan on a mole-like creature. There was a significant energy drain from its neural pathways.
It's probably a Myocordae mole. They're quite common on Marassia, but I've never heard of one dying like this before.
Unfortunately, voice and sound effect are the same volume, so I can't really do anything. I once encountered a species that consumed human neural energy. This animal looks like it died in the similar way. Maybe one of the animals in the preserve feeds on myocardia energy.
I once encountered a species that consumed human neural energy. This animal looks like it died in a similar way. Maybe one of the animals in the preserve feeds on myocardia energy.
Talking about the creature we observe at the beginning of the game?
None that I know of. Perhaps the Myocordae got caught in one of the generator power surges, but then it wouldn't be drained of energy. I don't know.
We found a Kujan gibbon which died from an avoidable parasitic infection. How could that happen here?
I don't know. The Watchers are the ones who care for the animals. Maybe they can help you.
A boar seems to have died of starvation. How could something that preventable happen here?
Hard to say. The Watchers are quite good. I can't imagine they'd just let this happen. Maybe they were given the wrong care instructions. Or maybe the animal was not identified correctly.
This creature is tagged as a Frednorian boar. But tests show it's an Akana boar, which is banned in Federation space. How did it get to Morass?
That's one of the new arrivals from the second shipment. Maybe there was an error. You know, we've had a number of minor problems with creatures from that shipment.
Has Dr. You've been very...
I wish you...
Yeah, I should have talked with Troy, but she's not the one with the expertise on the carcasses. Let's try this.
Channel.
I'm Counselor Deanna
this
Troy
is
of the
the
Enterprise. I'm investigating the disappearance of Dr. Hun Forsch.
As I told Constable Lixie, I don't know where she is. Must you interrupt my research with more pointless questions?
I'm sorry for the intrusion. I understand that you're the Preserve's consultant.
Yes, I help select and verify preserved species in the biotopes. The Morassians wanted a Federation expert despite Lixie's objections. They were lucky to get me.
You were the last person to see Dr. Hun Forsch before she disappeared.
As far as I know, that's not a crime.
Did the doctor seem preoccupied or concerned about anything in particular?
When I saw her for supper the other day, she was talking about genetic samples from the last shipment. She knows I don't like to hear people talk while I eat, so she said little else.
But Dr. Hun Forsch was only cataloguing Morassian species. Why would she be interested in genetic samples from other animals in the preserve?
I don't concern myself with the lab work of junior scientists. Now, do you mind? I have important research to conduct.
Constable Lixie said you recommended switching to a Ferengi trader named Aramat for the second shipment.
Yes, I did. Because he delivers what you want on time. The constable gave me hell when she found out that he was a Ferengi. She barely tolerates me because I'm a male.
I have some questions.
Animal carcasses in an exobiology lab? Well, that's certainly unusual.
A boar seems to have died of starvation.
Sounds like incompetence to me. The Watchers blindly follow whatever care instructions they're given. No personal initiative at all.
Is there something about the boar that's bothering you? You seem rather concerned about it.
Of course I am. It died of neglect. How did you know I was concerned? Are you telepathic?
No, I'm an empath. I'm half Betazoid.
Really? I wanted more proof before I said anything. But that boar is an Akana, a species banned for import. It must have been smuggled in. The Watchers have requested restricted species before and were denied. Dr. Hun Forsch may have found out.
If you knew that boar was an Arcana, why didn't you report it to the authorities?
I didn't want to. I wanted the chance to study it. It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Who am I to deprive science of my brilliant research on such a specimen?
Did the doctor confront any of the Watchers with her suspicions?
I think that's why she's missing. When she confronted them with the Akana, they must have stunned her. Those stunners don't trigger the surveillance system, so nobody knows about it.
Why would the doctor think the Watchers were smuggling?
They're fanatics out to save the endangered creatures of the universe. I've suspected them all along, especially when I discovered this mistagging. You see, these tags can only be reprogrammed by a Watcher.
We found a Kujon gibbon which died from an avoidable parasitic infection. How could that happen here?
I'd say it died of neglect. Those Watchers don't know the first thing about dealing with animals. They're not scientists. They're glorified zookeepers. Why don't you go ask them about it?
We found a myochord mole whose neural pathways were drained of energy. How might that have happened?
I'd say it died of neglect.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for...
Idia's accusation that the Watchers are fanatics is certainly plausible. Collectors can be quite zealous in their pursuit of rare specimens.
Idia certainly has a high opinion of himself. The thing he seemed most interested in was his reputation. Open a channel.
Channels to... Channels...
We still...
No,
Thank you for your...
I wish you...
Open a channel.
Channels to...
Open a...
Channels...
Dr. Hunforsh probably used these field units and the bioprobe to explore the biotopes. I'd like to know what she was after.
Use these field units and the bioprobes. The bioprobe.
It's a bioprobe. It's used to extract biological samples from the field units.
So I should be able to do this on this.
That's not work. That's not work. That's not... It's a field unit.
Oh, I can just pick
That's
them up.
not...
Okay. We removed one annoying sound. Now, what can I do about this? I wanted to shoot it, but I don't have my gun. Okay. So...
It's a field unit.
Yes, I don't exactly know what it means. It's a field unit.
I can't use this.
So I'll use it in the field, I guess. And it's gonna collect samples. Then I'll be able to collect from them with... Damn, that's annoying that I need to... Like when I'm on this, I can't select one of this. Of course I need to move it on this, but... Oh, I can do this. Why wouldn't it work a second ago? Whatever. Walk to mountains. Can we do that? Doubtful. Bog forest biotope.
We have conducted a thorough inspection of the lab. We should take the field units out to the biotopes to continue.
There you go. Oh, that other one was a biotope too, so I used the field unit on this?
These trees are thriving, and they're not even native to Marasia. The kiosk might have the information we need to guide the field units. The kiosk might have the...
Look at tunnel 2, tunnel 4. Tunnel 1.
There's an auxiliary power port here. This terminal... That's not... That...
I feel I need power to use this.
That's not where... I can't use... That's not where... That's not... The kiosk might have the information we need to guide the field unit.
The kiosk. This?
This terminal...
There's nothing unusual.
Intriguing. This terminal is offline. The power grid in this area may be damaged.
Okay. So the other one wasn't working either.
This terminal is offline.
Yo, base.
The computer kiosk needs a power...
Yeah, that's what we need.
We will need a portable...
Cool. They're very clear on what you need to do. Without telling you what you need to do. Go see what's there. I have to explore now. Oh yeah, it's all the real voices, all the... Not the whole crew, but what are we missing here?
The micro-generator uses thermal energy to replenish its internal power source. I believe this shuttle dock also serves as the customs area. As there are no expected flights, there is no staff.
There is no staff.
I believe this... The preserve is one of the largest protected biospheres in existence. Its total area rivals the Ferguson Desert habitat on Betco 7. The micro-generator uses...
So let's pick it up. Charging unit.
This device recharges micro-generator...
Okay.
I do not believe...
I'll have to put it back here, I guess. Recharge it in between each...
This cargo shuttle is powered by two 2,250 millicost...
Oh, okay.
It is a Welland cargo.
It doesn't say the same.
It's a shuttle. It's a shuttle.
This is a topographical map of the biotope. The main habitats are the caverns, the pit, and the crater.
So, cavern... Oh. Cavern... Crater... Where's the pit? Anyway, maybe we go... Pit. There's a crater then. What? Cavern, pit, crater. Pit, crater. Okay. Save. Bio 1.
This is a topographical map of the... Commander Troy is the ship's... I do not believe that will work.
Yeah, it's a little janky, this thing.
No unusual...
Aquatic, tropical, rocky. Let's do the pit. So we'll need to wait like that. It's not fun. Okay. What happened if I didn't use the right one? It explodes. It's possible. You can fail in this game. So. I'll have to use this on that, I think. Shit.
These field units are programmed to explore this area.
The field unit is configured for a specific terrain and climate. The field unit The neural cells of this deceased Umblumba bird exhibit unusual readings. Additional lab work would be advisable.
Again. Cameras. This is yeah, like there's nothing else to do but just to wait for them to come back. It's kind of annoying, and then I'll have to do this like 9 times. Oh yeah, they have a dedicated team for the tech babble. I'm sure they have like some writer that's good at coming up with cool names. Damn. If from these 3 I get only 1 sample, at least I know that maybe it's only 1 per spot and I won't need to do it 3 times each time. If I'm lucky.
The field unit.
Then I'll do this. Ah, shit.
The neural cells of this... Although it is tagged as a Genzer lizard, its blood samples contradict the identification. Additional lab work would be advisable.
What's going on here? Could we move away? Before moving away, just a quick save. Come back. Maybe it's gonna fast forward.
This micro-generator is completely drained, yet the charge should have lasted several days under these conditions.
No, he's there. Okay, that was not good. Let's reload this. Okay, we'll be patient. I'll have to go recharge that, I guess, soon. It's pretty annoying that they are almost always.
The micro-generator uses thermal energy to. This is a topographical map. I do not believe that will.
It seems like padding. Come on. Oh, shift. Oh. Wow, Wow, the shifting works on everything. Okay, game, good job, good job. Ah, now all my items are shifted around for some reason? What the fuck? What happened? It shifted everything! It's so weird. Ah, whatever. Okay, it's this one. Shit, I forgot to do this. Okay. Now we have another thing, which is a sunnel.
This sample indicates a vegetarian diet, but the ID tag identifies the Sunil rodent as a carnivore. Additional lab work would be advisable.
If we use her...
This sample indicates a health...
Same thing, okay. Let's pick this up again, because we're done. I would be very surprised I need to do this again on one of these three, but... Well... I could almost try it. I'll try it to the next time, since I can press shift to accelerate it. Okay, let's do a save here. So quick save. Back to the lab. Now let's use all these things on this. I don't know.
Seriodiagnostic tests and cell density analysis complete. Subject's genetic signature differs from its identification tag.
What else is new? Oh, did I lose it now? Okay, I can only use it on this.
Seriodiagnostic tests and cell density analysis complete. Subject's neural pathways have been drained of electrical energy.
Okay, and I lose the item when I do this.
Seriodiagnostic tests and cell density analysis complete.
Also drain of electrical energy. It seems like, and I'm just guessing, it seems like they may be feeding the creature that's sucking energy. I wonder if it's from a Star Trek episode that I can't recall. There's so many, and it feels like they are multiple instances of sucking energy. No, there's one in particular. That was kind of a shitty episode. I hope they don't. That's almost the only episode that they treat another species as completely evil. Like, fuck them, they're evil. They don't kill them, but they do, like, they don't even try to be. So, I'm wondering if I need to use this on this. I'm still keeping this, I don't know why. Can I go here? Yeah.
I wonder if it's one of the It's not work. There's no...
Why not?
It's not... It's not...
Okay, well, we could have called the guys on that. Maybe. Seems to be a lot of information, so let's just start with this. I prefer Troy.
Open a chat.
Channels to...
Open a channel.
Channels open.
Can you answer some...
Look, I'm in the middle of some very delicate...
Okay.
Open a
Channels open.
We still haven't...
No,
Thank you for your...
I wish you...
Okay, we'll continue quest. Let's go back here. Constable.
Has anyone heard from...
No.
If I show you this.
I can't use... I can't use...
Please do not feed the Veron.
The bog forest, okay. Oh, I forgot to recharge the thing. Will it be okay?
This is a topographical map of the biotope. The main habitats are the 4 tunnels within that petrified tree.
Oh, there's 4 here, even more. Rocky, tropical. Tunnel 1.
This sample is from a Granger's bogfish. Apparently it suffered some...
Energy brain. Wow, this fast forward thing should be in more games in general. Not even like point and click adventure game. It can be useful like in home world. It's useful. And a lot of emulators use that because yeah, it's very useful. There's some bullshit waiting in a lot of games. We have other things to do than to play games. Than to wait for the game to play itself. Like, so, come on, let me do something. We're just waiting for it to go there and come back. Just waste of time.
This sample was taken from a creature with some unusual neural readings. This sample is from a comped shrew. It shows decreased neuroelectric activity. This sample...
Same thing always. And 4, what is it? Tunnel 4. At least I know there's 4. Mountains?
I can't use this.
Okay. I did see tunnel 4 before. 3, 2, 1. Yay, pixel hunt. 4.
I can't use... This sample came from a Nero wolf, according to the ID tag, but that's not consistent with these readings.
Why am I still using you? They just mess up all the samples? No, it's that, well, for example...
The neural cells of this deceased Granger bogfish show unusual readings.
Oh, interesting.
The neural cells of this...
Troy gave more information.
This sample is from a Granger's bogfish. Apparently it suffered some...
So this one, energy drain.
This sample was taken from a creature with some unusual neural reading. This sample is from a comped shrew. It shows decreased neuroelectric activity.
Energy drain.
This sample came from a Nero wolf, according to the ID tag, but that's not consistent with these readings.
And this one is not energy drain, but it's not a Nero wolf. What I think here is that they're smuggling. Somebody here is smuggling. But that's just like suspicions of mine. I don't know if it's a hypothesis. Somebody is smuggling these creatures here to feed an energy draining creature, which might be this one here.
This sample was taken from a creature.
Let's try this first, but with Crusher. It says dryer wood though. It does say what it is.
Seriodiagnostic tests and cell density analysis complete. Subject contains high ionic residue and trace amounts of neural tranquilizers. Originating creature may consume energy.
There you go. I was right, I think. Maybe. Part of it, maybe.
Seriodiagnostic tests and cell density analysis complete. Subject's neural pathways have been drained of electrical energy.
Okay.
Seriodiagnostic tests and
Same
cell...
thing. Drain.
Seriodiagnostic tests and cell density analysis complete. Subject's genetic...
This one is not the right one. So there's two problems here, and I think they must be related. On to the next biome. Let's go recharge that thing. I'm afraid that it's gonna run out of power. Just in case. Okay, I'm gonna take a little break. Quick save again, whatever. And I'll be back in a couple of minutes with more Star Trek Next Generation, the final Unity.
In a world gone mad, an unlikely hero must convince those around him to take a different path. Even if he has to get in and push.
devastating viral agent is threatening computer systems worldwide. You've been digitized and trapped inside a computer to combat the corruption.
Who is your user?
I am a user.
Security forces see you as a rogue program and are ordered to eliminate you. The true source of the corruption sees you as a threat and wants you permanently deleted. Gamebots and AI see you as their only hope and risk everything to join your mission. This August, upgrade the action, download the destruction, enter the age of the digital warrior. Upgrade to Tron 2.0.
There you go. Well, they figured it out. Maybe. Also, the creature does not eat enough energy. That's why they're smuggling creatures in. That's why they're smuggling creatures. It wasn't enough. They had some problem. Maybe they didn't feed him enough and then like, oh shit, we need to bring other creatures. Oh, we're not supposed to have these ones here. Whatever, tag them as like Federation, okay, because we want to be in the Federation. This might actually be done by the biologist herself. The one we're looking for. She might actually be the bad guy. That would be kind of interesting. Okay, so we did this one too. So there's another one. This is Marine and Quarantine Shelter. Well, before going to the Quarantine Shelter, let's do this first. Just give me a second. Oh.
It looks like this can... This is a topographical map of the biotope. The main habitats are within the jelly corals and the water.
I just opened up the door for you. So I click on the jelly corals? Maybe. Yeah.
The blood sample of the Grath eel shows a slightly elevated white blood count, but all other readings are normal.
There you go, now you give us some information.
This sample was taken from a creature with some unusual...
Ah, there. Now it's like they read the wrong lines or something? Just give me a second. I'll open the door for my cat again. Okay, so pick it up, use it again on this one. Let's do it again on the same one, just see what happens.
This This field unit's empty.
Okay. There's like 6 of them here.
The blood sample of the Grath eel shows a slightly elevated... The epidermal sample shows the cortic arthropod is shedding, but all other readings are normal. The blood sample shows the Birkby fish is undergoing its seasonal transformation. All other readings are normal.
Seems that here there's no problem. There's no, like, not the right species or energy drain things. Only one to check. Yeah, whoops.
The blood sample from this Edlin fish contradicts its ID tag.
Additional lab work. Let's pick this up again.
This is a topographical map of the biotope. This is a top... It's not...
Diagnostic tests and cell density.
Already normal.
Seriodiagnostic tests.
All normal.
Seriodiagnostic tests and cell density analysis complete.
Wrong tag. And normal. It's still quite different than the other ones, right? There's definitely not bio-scanned. So let's talk to some people again. I suspect the guy that like this these two switch places sometimes. I suspect this guy a lot.
Open a channel.
I want to use Troy though. Consult.
Open a channels. Can you answer?
Look, I'm in the...
No. You're suspicious.
Open a channels. I'm Councillor Deanna Troy of the Enterprise.
Oh, this is different.
I'm investigating the disappearance of Dr. Hun Forsch.
A Starfleet officer. I was expecting this.
Did I click on a different name and now it wasn't closed, it was open? Whatever. I believe you know something. Why were you expecting Starfleet to investigate the Doctor's disappearance?
Why were you expecting...
It seemed likely. She said she planned to file a complaint with the Federation Council regarding smuggling in the preserve.
The Council never received any complaint?
Well, then I suppose she changed her mind. Or someone changed it for her.
I believe you know something about an argument between Dr. Hun Forsch and the Constable.
Yes, the doctor mentioned it when she asked about Aramet. He's a Ferengi who provides us with alien species for the preserve.
Okay, we might be able to talk to this guy. Maybe he is in the other portion of the map that I haven't been to.
What did you want to know about Aramet? Did it have anything to do with the mistagged animals from his shipment?
Yes, she had spoken to Zudan, one of the 3 watchers in charge of the last shipment. He told her to talk to Aramet.
I think the doctor believed the Watchers were smuggling restricted species into the preserve through Aramet. Do you know if she spoke to any of them?
Do you know if she spoke to any of the other Watchers?
I doubt it. The other Watchers were at the quarantine shelter and suffered some kind of neural energy drain when the generators exploded. They've been comatose ever since. Zudan's the only Watcher on duty now.
We found some preserve animals which suffered neural energy drains also. Perhaps the incidents are related. Would it be possible to examine their colleagues' neuroscans?
I'll send you the Watcher's neuroscans. You can view them on the bio table, but I recommend you speak to Watcher Zudan. You can find him at the quarantine shelter.
I'm gonna go there.
I think the doctor believed the Watchers were smuggling restricted species into the preserve through Aramet.
Aramet has a rather unsavory reputation. The Watchers wouldn't have anything to do with someone like that, but you can ask Zudan yourself.
Did Idia know about Aramet's reputation when he recommended him as a trader?
Considering how long Idia and Aramet have known each other, I would think so. Those two go back quite a while. I think Idia even came here on Aramet's ship.
Thank you for your time.
I hope you...
Idia was the last to see Dr. Hunforsh before she disappeared. Idia is friends with a Ferengi, and Ferengi traders are not known for their honor. Perhaps Idia is guilty.
The Watchers suffered an electrical energy drain from their neural pathways, like the Mycorrhizae mole.
Okay.
The Watchers suffered an electrical energy drain from their neural pathways. This biotable has a... It's not work. It's not...
Shit, we're stuck with that noise now.
Open a channel. Channel?
It wasn't that phase before, the Ealer.
How are the injured...
I really can't spare any time right now.
Oh, it's Tracker.
Open a channels.
It was Tracker. Yeah, it was you.
Has Doc...
No,
You've been very...
I wish you well.
Channels. You've been very...
I hope you find her soon.
Open a channel.
Channels to...
Open a channel.
Channels...
I'd like to speak to you.
Look, I'm in the...
Yeah, he's definitely the guy. Okay. And he's a male. On top of that, of course it's him. Okay. Yeah, let's go to the last place we haven't been to. And the reflex of playing a point-and-click adventure game like Star Space Quest and going up to get your...
These are the
console
gate
one.
controls. If you cut the power, the access ways automatically open to keep workers from being trapped inside.
This panel controls access to the quarantine area. The gates open automatically in the event of a power failure. This is the harmonic collector control. The collector has been set to emit a brief high-energy pulse. This panel controls the containment field. The field is centered on the harmonic collector.
They didn't change the name of the console. That's annoying.
This panel controls access.
Can we go down?
These generators create a network of force field segments to form separate containment areas. The harmonic collector operates on the same principle as the Bussard ram scoop collector. Its purpose, however, is to reconfigure sound waves. The harmonic collector operates on the same principle as... These generators create a network of... I am receiving readings of unusually high ionic residue. The harmonic collector operates on the same principle as the Bussard ram scoop collector. Its purpose, however, is to reconfigure sound waves.
Bussard ram scoop. Not the Buzzard ramjet. What is a Buzzard ramjet?
These generators... I see no...
Okay. Okay, wow.
Zudan's a keeper of the preserve. He must have heard about the smuggling, and I'd be curious to see what else he knows. I'm Councillor Deanna Troy of the Enterprise. I'm investigating the disappearance of Dr. Hun Forsch.
I'm responsible for preserve animals, not Federation scientists.
Are you aware that Dr. Hun Forsch was concerned with the possibility of smuggling in the preserve?
Yes, she came here soon after the outages, ranting away. Imagine, accusing me, when I'm the one who told her about that Bohr mistagging.
I'm getting very unusual readings in this area. What kind of creature was housed here? Thank you for your time. 2 of your colleagues suffered unusual neural energy drain. When did you last see the doctor? So you were the one who found the Bohr carcass.
So you were the one who found the Bohr carcass?
Yes. It died just before the outages, and I wanted her to test it.
I thought Consultant Idia was the preserve consultant. Why didn't you go to him?
I don't trust him. Always drugging and borrowing animals for his experiments. In the interests of science, he says. I don't know how he could have approved that mistagging in the first place.
According to the constable, since Dr. Hun Forsch hasn't triggered your surveillance system, she's not in any danger. Do the Watcher stunners trigger the surveillance system?
The system only detects signs of distress. Normal sleep does not raise an alarm. Likewise, stunners and neurotranquilizers also don't alert the system. Unlike Idia and Aramet, we prefer stunners. Chemical sedation can be harmful.
There was a mistagged animal in the last shipment, and the Watchers are the only ones who can change ID tags.
That's true, but the suppliers tag the animals first. We just match them up with the constable's shipping orders. Idia is responsible for verifying them.
I think the doctor suspected the Watchers because she believed you were upset that your request for rare species had been denied.
Only 4 species out of 112. Of course, we were upset at first, but once the preserve is completed, we can always try again.
When did you last see the doctor?
I haven't seen her for some time. I've been busy recovering animals which escaped during the power outages. It's not easy work. The last time I saw her, I sent her to talk to Aramet.
Two of your colleagues suffered unusual neural energy drain. What happened to them?
I don't know. During my evening rounds, I found them unconscious next to the Saltus reptile cage. I carried them outside the shelter and was going for help when the generators exploded.
I'm getting very unusual readings in this area. What kind of creature was housed here?
A 2-meter-long, 180-kilogram Sultus reptile which came in on the last shipment. I found the watchers next to its cage the night of the outages. It's still missing.
I'm also picking up traces of some kind of tranquilizing agent in its residue.
Aramet always doses his animals with neurotranquilizers, just like Idia. We had to feed the reptile intravenously for days. It finally woke up right before the accident, just in time to escape.
And 2 days later, your colleagues got injured and the power outages occurred. We also found animals drained of electrical energy near samples from a creature alien to those habitats. I wonder, maybe the Sultus reptile is responsible for all of it.
But there were no reports of it being seen near any of the power outages, and that reptile isn't easy to miss. Unless it's found a way to turn itself invisible, you're going to need another theory.
We once encountered a species on Davidia 2 which consumed human neural energy. They could also become invisible by phasing out of the time continuum.
That's what I was talking about.
Maybe the creature we're looking for is something similar and was just mistagged as a Sultus reptile.
What a shitty episode to reference.
Well, if you believe so, I suppose it's possible.
They're kind of vampires. It's like vampires in space.
Thank you for your time.
Watch your step.
Idia persuaded the constable to use Aramet, and Idia is also capable of verifying mistagged species. And he had the neurotranquilizers to knock out Dr. Hunforsh if she posed a threat to him.
Only stunners or drugs could disable someone without setting off the surveillance systems. Idia has a supply of neurotranquilizers.
We're getting somewhere. What are these things, though? We'll talk to you again.
You seem worried. Is it the escaped animals?
Can you come back another time? I'm trying to locate some of those escaped creatures, and I can't afford to be distracted.
What's going on, dude? Whoa, what's happening? Okay.
That's not working. This harmonic collector absorbs the noise generated by...
Oh, there's anything to do with that. Doesn't seem like it.
This harmonic
Okay, let's switch to war since it's just beside the thing.
That does not work.
That does not work.
That does not.
Okay, nothing works.
That does not.
Okay, moving on. So let's go confront. Let's go talk to you again. Confront Idia. Idiot.
Constable, we have reason to believe that Consultant Idia smuggled rare species into the preserve through the Ferengi, Aramet.
Are you trying to pick up where Dr. Hunforsh left off? She accused nearly everyone else of the same thing.
Idia conspired with the Ferengi to smuggle in restricted species for his experiments. When Dr. Hunforsh found out, Idia used his neural tranquilizers to silence her.
Idia's been nothing but trouble since he got here. This time he's gone too far. I'll send for him so we can settle this once and for all.
Please wait here until Constable Lixie returns.
Let's talk to you.
Constable, we asked Consultant Idia to go to your office. He went to get some items, then suddenly beamed out. He seems to be gone.
He seems to be gone.
He must have called Aramet for help. The Ferengi has a subspace transporter. See if you can find Dr. Hunforsh.
There's a woman here asleep with a gag over her mouth. Maybe she knows.
That's her, you idiot. Wake her and send her here. And have a look around Idia's office while you're there. He might have left some evidence.
No. Okay, something's still happening.
Have you captured Idia?
No. Unfortunately, he escaped with Aramat. This Federation team was sent to find you. Perhaps they can help.
I'm Counselor Troy of the Starship Enterprise. Don't worry, we'll make sure we find Idia and Aramat.
Forget them. We have to recapture the Mistag Sultus. It's already killed dozens of animals and destroyed several containment field generators.
This creature needs to be captured. Constable, have you restored power to the quarantine shelter generators?
The shelter force field will not help us. The creature escaped once, and it will escape again.
We could try to rephase the force field energy frequencies. It might be enough to stop the creature.
That might work. But the only place we can rephase the force field power is at the main power grid.
I'll go rephase the force field power.
Good. The power grid is on the other side of the preserve. Take one of the shuttles.
Okay.
I hate to interrupt, but just how are we supposed to lure this creature back to the shelter?
What about the harmonic collector? It can emit high-energy EM fields. Let's use that as bait.
Shit, Troy is like coming out with all the tech.
Yes, that should do it. V, I'll send one of the Watchers with you to the shelter to help set it up. If we can get the field power rephased, we might get that thing under control. I'll stay and monitor the situation from here.
Seems that who you bring has really little impact. Because even I could have done the whole thing with just Troy or just Crusher or just anybody. If I would have done the whole thing just with data, maybe I would not have had some information about the carcasses, but they all seem to say pretty much the same thing. There's little variances. The tech guys will talk more about the tech aspect, but I really thought you could fail missions if you it's just going to be a little tiny bit more difficult. I'll talk to our crew.
We must take a shuttle to reach...
Okay.
We must reach the power grid.
Let's go then. Whoa, maybe a puzzle finally. Really getting a puzzle. So yeah, now you use data and maybe...
This is the Utilities Distribution Network. It controls the allocation of resources in the preserve, including electricity. This is the biphase waveguide conduit networks control energy distribution. The biphase wave... The utility trunk controls the field energy distribution to the waveguide conduit networks. Intriguing. Intriguing. I do not believe that.
The energy fields are responding. Frequency phasing complete.
Constable, has the harmonic collector been arranged?
Yes, but Dr. Hunforsh needs your help with the quarantine shelter. The only watchers I could find are needed to oversee the other biotopes.
We will be there.
Just one more thing. Zudan tells me those generators won't hold up for long, and we can't afford to send much power to the shelter right now. Many biotopes are already on reserve power only.
We will review the situation at the shelter when we arrive. Where will you be?
I'll be controlling electrical systems from my office. Then I have to call an emergency meeting of the Marassian Constabulary to explain just what's going on.
We've got to stop that creature. And the best...
Okay, yeah, that's why the controls. Where's the exit here?
I do not believe... This is the utility...
Can't go down?
That is unnecessary.
Okay, save before doing anything here.
I do not believe that will... I do not believe... I do not believe that. I do not believe that. I do not believe...
Oh. I didn't even know. I just guessed. No,
We did it. Now what took you so long to find me?
I thought she was what took you so long to figure this out? Because I don't exactly know what was I doing. Like I clicked on that third thing because it's the only thing that didn't do anything. But and I'm guessing the sound attracted him, but was he in there? So when I opened up I'm not sure opening up and closing the door what exactly that did. Anyway.
The investigation was actually quite short in duration. Apparently your absence was not keenly felt. Constable Lixie had attributed your absence to a field trip.
She was probably still upset that I accused her of smuggling. I suppose I should apologize to her, now that I know Idia was behind the whole thing.
How did Consultant Idia learn that you suspected him? Did you accuse him of smuggling as well?
I didn't confront him. I was just looking for information. But after I asked him about the Sultis, he must have panicked and decided to drug me. I should have suspected when he invited me to dinner. He hates to hear people talk while he eats.
It appears the Watchers knew nothing of Idia's scheme to smuggle rare animals into the preserve through Aramut.
They were the ones who brought the Mistag boar to my attention in the first place. They weren't smuggling anything.
Apparently, Consultant Idia underestimated this reptile's appetite for electrical energy.
That egotist, thinking he could get away with it. Some of these animals are even from Romulan space. Did he think I wouldn't notice?
Are you certain the animals are Romulan in origin?
It would take more tests to be certain, but they definitely came from Romulan space. It's not surprising. Aramut does a lot of trading along the neutral zone.
What will happen to this reptile?
I'm sure Constable Lixie will want to send it back, unless I can convince her to keep it here. A creature like that doesn't come by every day.
I believe the captain will want to pursue Idia and Aramut. Will this incident significantly delay completion of the preserve?
It'll be a little behind schedule, but I have a few suggestions to help them speed things up.
Then it is time we return to the Enterprise. Good luck, Doctor. Beam us up.
Are we done?
Captain's log supplemental. Our successful attempt to locate Dr. Hunforsh has uncovered another mystery. Apparently, the creature responsible for the chaos on Marassia may have come from Romulan space. We are currently searching for the Ferengi trader Aramut. Despite somewhat questionable trading practices, he has never violated Federation law. Until now.
Captain, Tabak asks to speak with you.
Captain, I heard about what happened on Marassia. That creature you discovered, it sounds exactly like a Verenak, a Garidian creature. Except the Verenak was exterminated long ago.
How could a Ferengi trader get hold of an extinct animal?
I have a theory. The followers brought many animals with them when they fled Gerid. It may be that this creature came from the followers' colony.
So if we learn where he got the animal, we may learn where the fifth scroll is.
I think this is a promising lead to pursue.
Captain, we've found Aramut. Our Ferengi trader should be at Jaward 3.
Engage. Let me do it.
Set a course for the Jawad system. Engage.
Let me do it, game. It's quite annoying. What? I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Even though it's quite early, I'm pretty tired, and this is like the perfect place to stop because we just finished the mission. If we go to before doing that, let's talk to. Let's go talk to Chancellor Deneb again.
Chancellor, the Vulcan archaeologist Shaynok sent some artifacts to Merton's station to be tested. Can you give us any information about this?
I'm sorry. Shaynok's artifacts were in the destroyed section of the station, as were many other relics we were analyzing. Thank you again for your efforts, but I'm afraid we're
busy. Starfleet? Oops.
Admiral Williams.
I'd like...
Of course. Starfleet Command is still considering the
What's your...
You did good work on Marassia. Dr. Hunforsh is back at work with the Preserve, and relations with the Marassians have improved noticeably since your visit. Shall I go on?
Please do.
The Enterprise responded to a distress call. Good work there, Picard. Without your... You saved hundreds of lives. Shall I go on?
Please do.
The Enterprise's presence in this region has set a lot of minds at ease, but I'm still concerned about...
Romulan activity.
What is the...
Aside from some Romulan activity along the border, things are fairly... But we have received an official complaint from Gerid regarding the refugees. This is a tricky diplomatic situation, and it would help if you found the fifth scroll, or proved it didn't exist.
Picard out.
Yeah, I think that that'll be all for tonight. Let's rate somebody. Raiding Nyx. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great night. We will be continuing this on Thursday. Pretty interesting game. It was kind of a boring mission, though, I have to say, this one. I want something like some twist, something interesting where we're like, whoa! It would have been a twist that the archaeologist, the doctor, would have been like the bad guy or something. Maybe in the future missions. So yeah, Thursday more of this, tomorrow at 5 Deus Ex, and then at 8 we are continuing Ultima 7 Part 2. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great night. See you next time.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
I'll buy that!